All right, man, we're here. This is what, the third time we've done this now?
Yeah, for sure.
Second time talking about a subject matter. We're going to play the back nine of this. Cliffs. We're in Golf Plus. Your avatar looks cool.
Word. Yours too, man.
Really nice day out here. I just did the update. It was like 15 gigabytes for the Golf Plus on the... Are you on the PC or are you on the headset?
I'm on the headset.
Okay. That makes it nice and convenient. So today we're going to get into the history of... We're going to get into the history of John Carmack's start, id Software, Elon Musk, Palmer Luckey, VR, AGI, AI, all this kind of... That's basically what we're talking about today.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, I'm going to get started on this hole here.
All right. Oh man, look at that.
I think I'm in a bunker. Nope, I'm behind it.
Oh yeah.
I'm a little bit to the left there. So did you read up on so you did some research on what we're talking about?
Yeah, I read well, I watched those videos you sent, and it's pretty interesting stuff to say the least, so.
Okay, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. I'm a giant.
Ah, man.
Nice. That's nice, though.
Every
Look at that.
Time.
You're in the other green. You're on the next tee.
So stupid. Every single time. I don't know what it is.
Here, I'm gonna come check out your swing and get close. All right, let's check out your swing here.
Let me do this here. Okay.
All right, 90 yards. You got it. I think you're right on the money there, man.
Now, with this club, I do all right, but it's that
the driver trips you up a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I'm excited to talk about Mr. Carmack. I've been playing the new Doom game. I mean, I played the original way back in the day, obviously. But...
Oh, that was a horrible... I'm almost in the bunker. Still my turn. Let me get this up here. Yeah, so you've been playing Doom... what's it? Doom Eternal? What's the name, or what's the name that you're playing, of the game you're playing? What are you doing right now?
I'm Doom Dark Ages is the one I'm playing right now.
Oh yeah, Doom Dark Ages, that's right. What do you think of that?
It is, I mean, I like it a lot, but it's got a lot of it's got a weird rhythm. There's different color and like energy beams coming at you, and depending on which color's coming at you, you're either dodging or blocking, and so it's a lot slower paced too. It's not as quick as the other two.
Right.
But I like it a lot, man. It feels.
See, I don't think John
awesome.
Carmack has anything to do with the newest Dooms past Doom 3.
No, nothing at all.
Right. I mean, he left id Software. There was some, like, I remember there was a controversy over some of the code.
Really?
Yeah, on Doom 3. Yeah. Nice. My turn.
Word.
Yeah, and there was a court battle or something too. Shoot, I'm all high now. My ground is high. Let me adjust my boundary real quick. That should fix it.
All right.
Okay, I'm good. I'm fixed. Good. All right. I got here 13-foot putt. Yeah, I think Palmer Lucky. You know, they made that deal with towards the V. They started working towards that VR stuff, and then when he was going to package, when I first bought the DK1, the developers kit for the Oculus, when Palmer
Yeah,
first made it, it was
yeah.
before Meta bought them, and then Carmack saw it and then did some work on some of the calculations for the warping of the way that it lays the world out flat around us, and he was gonna team up and actually offer Doom with the package, with the Kickstarter of the DK1, but it never happened because of this, I guess because of this thing that they had going on with id Software with the code.
Okay.
Man. So, do you know anything about that?
I don't know anything about that. No, mostly what I watched was just about him starting id and then getting out of that to start working on rocket ships.
All right, so you were looking into his kind of rocket ship type of thing, and uh,
Yeah.
that was after. But we're still in the early stage. What we're talking about right now is the early stages of when Doom first came out. I was like 13 years old, I
Yeah,
think,
I was
and John Carmack was born in like 1970, so he's like
okay.
4 years older than me,
Yeah.
and I can remember I got this little. It was a gamer. It was Gamer Magazine, one of those gamer magazines, and there was a little disc inside, and it was just a free software, the free version of Doom.
Okay. All right.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't, but I
Let's see if I can make this little putt here.
no idea because I think I played it a little late and at the time just thought it was a really fun and weird game, you know what I mean?
Right.
But
Uh, so I loaded this thing up on my 486 DX266 megahertz with 8 megabytes of RAM, bro.
yeah, right?
And let me tell you what, dude, it was game changing experience. And you know, I had not even played Wolfenstein before I had played Doom. I played the Doom before I ever discovered Wolfenstein.
Okay. All
Wolfenstein
right.
was the little Wolfenstein 3D, that little one, was
Yeah.
already their first kind of like success when it came to creating a buzz and creating some excitement. And when Doom came out, it was just a revolutionary thing. And literally, you would have. I remember reading an article about the boss of the company was excited to see that people were working in the office late. They're like, "Oh, these guys are so dedicated. They're working so hard in the office." And he would go
Yeah.
home, not really looking over what they were doing, but they were just taking over the office networks at work and launching Doom servers and playing Doom.
That's awesome. Well, it's pretty revolutionary too. I didn't realize that he had to work really hard to get all that 3D stuff working on just about anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
take that, baby.
oh man.
Right?
I mean, from what I read, there just wasn't a lot of tech that catered to the 3D environment. So that was all his genius, you know, or him and the people working with him. But
Hey, make yourself a giant real quick so I can see where you are. I think I see you. Ah, there you are.
oh
Nice.
yeah, all right. Let's see here. Oh man. Okay.
Yeah, he was a really, his coding is just incredible. right? I mean, everyone who's a programmer looks up to John Carmack and just listen. I'm not even very techie, and I can sit there and
Yeah.
listen to. I can sit here and listen to him talk about stuff that's totally above my level of understanding, and still be mesmerized by his ability to just talk and put those concepts into words.
Well,
Like,
yeah, and
go ahead.
he takes in information at a pretty unbelievable rate. I mean, he learned. I mean, the stuff he learned after he got done with out of video games, the stuff he taught himself. I mean, he learned all that pretty quickly, like rocket ships and like different technologies that he had no idea about beforehand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, all right,
You
let's
got
see.
about 220 yards there.
Oh, that was
Oh,
insane.
way
I don't
off
even.
to the right, baby.
I gotta be. They're gonna have to let me redo that one.
You could just press mulligan and then start right back from where you were. But you already pressed the trigger. So instead, just press mulligan and you'll stay right where you are next time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, go up
Oh,
to
so
the
they're gonna
corner.
make me hit this ball, huh?
Oh, well, you pressed the trigger, so you're accepting,
Oh, I see. Okay.
right? Where you at?
Yep. Guess so. Well, this is gonna be a wash then, man. Oh my goodness.
Oh, there you are.
That's ridiculous, man. I'm way
This is
out there.
cool when I'm a giant. I can get up behind you and get this like overhead shot. I just see where I saw where you just
Oh my
get up behind
goodness.
it, and then really follow through.
All right. Here we go.
I'm watching.
What are you doing?
Oh, am I in your way?
No, dude, it's just I wasn't
I'm
expecting it.
getting
It's
the
funny.
camera angle, getting this cool over top angle. How many yards is that? Let's see. You got
148.
148. Here it comes.
Oh man.
My turn.
Well, it's your turn.
All right,
I gotta get past this rock.
this is my second shot here.
It's freaking stupid, man.
I poured some salt in. I poured a little salt in the wound there. So yeah. And then, there were, when I was like in high school, I saw like in the gamer magazines, they were showing pictures of them and stuff. And they were like driving Ferraris to
Oh
work,
yeah.
you know, just making all kinds of money with Doom. And it just started they really invented the first person shooter,
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
and it didn't even have mouse look. Mouse look didn't come until Quake. And that was also, id Software and John
Yep.
Carmack's influence, right?
Yep.
Quake was the first mouse look that we ever had. And that basically, we didn't even have it before then. And now every game still uses it.
Oh yeah, well thankfully.
Right?
My goodness. Most games. I mean, there's a couple of those dungeon crawlers that came out over the last couple of years that don't use it, that are set up more like an old school D&D style game, like the gold box era.
Right?
But it's your
This
turn.
looks really cool, man. No, I think it's your turn.
No, man.
Okay. Is it my turn? Oh,
Yeah.
it is. All right, listen, I got 45 yards here. I'm going to use my lobbing wedge. Okay?
All right.
I have no
See what you
idea.
get. Oh, there's a stone hen right over there, man.
Yeah, I know. I saw that last time I was playing it. Oh, bro, come on.
All right. Let's see what I can do here.
Good luck.
Oh, what the? Good grief, man.
Hey, this is
Eh,
like, guys will be watching this. They'll be like, hey, man, that's like the way I golf.
it's man.
Ooh,
That was
that was
good
tight.
grief.
That was really nice. Let's see what I can do here.
Now let me get out of your way here.
No, okay. 28-foot putt. I'm going to get right over the top of this thing. Get that swing.
Whoop.
Come on. Look at that. Come on.
You kidding? Look at that.
Oh!
What the heck? That was awesome.
Where's the clapping?
That was really, I know they should be.
All right, this is for all the marbles. Nice job.
Yeah, except that.
Yeah, look at this. Let's go look at this little stony thing here over here.
+6 here. Where
Look
you
at
at?
this
Oh,
thing.
there it is.
This little
I'm going
stacky
over
thing.
there.
Oh, we
Oh, I
got one
saw
behind
that.
us too. Yeah. Here, if I make myself big, I can really get over there. It will just transport over. All right, I'm here. Oh yeah, check it out. Come on over here. Make yourself a giant and then like teleport over.
I got to figure out where you're at.
I'm over here in the Stonehenge.
Oh, are you? Okay. Come over. Oh, man.
This is
Yeah, this
cool
thing's
looking.
cool. Yeah. Yeah, I still think we should play a giant game of hide and go seek in this thing, man.
This is are you I'll tell you what, you're missing out seeing it on the PC. It really looks crystal clear like we're in a
Does it?
Oh yeah. Like you'll be blown away. Especially with your setup. I'm glad and when I record this way, it records it records the full screen in flat like without the cutoffs.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? You ready to go to the next hole?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. .300 yards, so we got a par 4. I'm gonna use my driver here. And so I don't know what game. Have you ever played the original Doom all the way through?
Yeah.
And how
The
about
original one's the one where
Quake
at the very
1?
end you get on your rocket ship, right? Or is that part 2? Is that the first one? You get all the way to the end of the game, you get on a rocket ship and get launched out of
I think so.
launched. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
been so long.
It's been a long time, man. But yeah.
But I can't remember. Was Doom still had like a computer thing, or was that just when we get to Quake and we go to Mars? When did the was it always on Mars, and was it always the same story?
Well, yeah, it always had the Doom guy, and it was always Mars, I believe. I mean, the later ones aren't. The later ones are taking place on all sorts of different planets.
Well, for sure, Doom 3 is like they go to Mars. The guy's showing up, right?
Yeah.
And then when he gets there, he goes and everyone is like about to unlock. They're telling him not to turn the computer on. And they turn the computer on and they unleash hell. Right? And this is before, like, if you think about when they had this idea, they weren't calling it artificial intelligence, but it was a computer that becomes hellish like a demon, obviously.
Yeah.
Right? And good luck on this shot here. And then you got to think this obsession with Mars and unlocking the demon type of idea. And then that's exactly what Elon says about what we're doing with AI, is that we're unlocking the demon. Remember, he's literally quote.
Well, yeah, all those, you ask me if they believe in God, and they're like, no, but we're building him.
Right. They're building God, a fake AI God.
I mean, that's their goal.
All right, I'm going to try to chip this up in there. Look at that horrible piece of junk. Nice, nice.
It's getting there. It's getting there. Yeah, I'm just always curious if these people actually believe the things they say, or they just say things because they think they find it funny. You know what I mean? Like if you go to like CERN and all these, they have like statues to goddesses and
Yeah, what are they doing over there at CERN?
well, who knows? But is it
You
was
see,
it
you saw?
legit?
Have you seen some of those videos where they're doing all them weird,
Like the
kooky, like
sacrifices and
this
stuff?
is like official CERN videos where they're like dancing around doing all kinds of weird ritualistic stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Really
I
weird.
don't know if they actually believe it or if it's just a funny thing they do to.
Yeah, like they're like they have a theater group and we're gonna have fun with, you know, I
Or we're
don't
just gonna
know.
mess with people. It's hard to say. It's hard to say.
Well, I mean, we don't want
I mean,
everybody to think we're stuffy like in Real Genius when Val
yeah.
Kilmer's wearing like bunny slippers. I didn't want you guys to think I was all stuffy, all brains, no penis.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. But
People
yeah, I
are,
don't know, man. I can't imagine they all just do it because it's funny. Like they're doing real rituals and stuff. So I'm assuming they must believe it to a certain extent.
yeah, and so you got to wonder what is going on with this obsession with going to Mars. Is it really fueled by this idea of becoming, a dual species, a double planet? Is that really what's driving them, or do they think something else? You know what I'm saying?
That's hard to say, man. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to put your mind in that place. I mean, I've never, you know what I mean? Like these people they have all the money in the world to do whatever they want, however they want to. You know what I mean? So, and they know things we're
Oh,
not privy
come
to.
on.
So how the heck, you know what I'm saying? Like
Well,
they've got
that's for sure.
information we don't have. So
That is for sure.
whatever they're scheming, we can't even begin to imagine it. I don't think because of the information they have. They're not going to tell us what's going on.
Well, they're all building bunkers, every one of them.
Well, what happens when their bunkers when the batteries run out?
I
When the
don't know
power
why would the batteries run out?
Well, what happens if they're in that bunker and someone drops a nuke or you know what I mean? Like something happens to
Well, I'm pretty
shut
sure
that.
most of them are running off of a geothermal solution. A lot of people don't really realize that they
You
got
think
bloom
so?
box. Yeah, they got bloom boxes, natural gas
Okay.
production of engines under the ground. You find a natural gas like pocket yourself,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you build your bunker next to it, and then you power all your engine, your things by the natural gas. You got endless supply,
Yeah.
pretty much. I mean, that's going to last a long time.
Yeah,
Uh,
we'll
you
see,
know,
man.
you
We'll
got
see.
even if they're in a place where they didn't have nuclear, like it was just nuclear fallout,
Yeah.
eventually still they would get some solar energy from their panels.
Yeah.
You have geothermal, which will turn a turbine as well, which is just sinking shafts and like pumping water, cycling water through cold and hot situations. It's your putt.
Yep.
It's your putt.
All right.
But even Palmer Luckey's built a bunker. Zuckerberg bunker.
Yep.
I don't know anything about Elon Musk's, but we know that those other two have bunkers.
Well,
And
they all
why
have
are
of
all these
course they
rich
all
people
have
building
bunkers.
bunkers, bro?
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Well, because they have information that we don't. And they
And
have
what
the
is
money
that
to
information? That's the big question. What is it that they're all hiding?
that I couldn't tell you, man.
Right?
Yep.
I have no idea. I mean, I got some idea. That's not true. I got some ideas.
Yeah, you got some ideas. For sure.
So we got but that we're talking about Mars here and what they're trying to do. Like, are they trying to get off the planet to go to Mars so that they don't get hit by whatever hit us? We've had these extinction level events. Do they think they're going to be safer there? That's the other thing. Why would they be safer there than here?
Yeah, I don't think that's quite it, man. I think you have to put yourself. I mean, you have to imagine first, meditate on the idea of having that kind of empire and a large extended family, and what you'd be willing to do to protect them. I think that's really the simplest way you can look at it.
So they're probably leaving, like, they they don't necessarily, uh maybe they don't believe in God, right?
Yep.
Because
Yep.
everywhere we look in the saints when we're talking about our faith, and there's pretty much not very much support for storing up treasures on earth.
Yeah.
So this idea of like amassing amounts of wealth and creating these bunkers. I mean, I felt like that too. Like maybe I should put a bunker in the backyard and stuff like that.
Right.
But then I think about it and I'm like, this is ridiculous because God doesn't want us to do this.
But you might do it anyways if you had $1 billion floating around.
Well, there's one thing. It's one thing to have like a bunker, like you're trying to survive the apocalypse. It's another thing to have a tornado shelter. That's like when you have stuff that's like common things, why not protect yourself from the common stuff? But to
Yeah.
like be motivated by this end of the world scenario where you're constantly waiting for people to disappear, for instance, and God wants us to focus on the here and now, not the future and not the past.
Yep. Yep.
That doesn't mean that we're stupid and we like don't prepare for stuff,
Shoot.
but we shouldn't let it run our lives or be the focus.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, look at this. That's what am I lying here? What am I lying here? Uh,
What's going on?
I'm just seeing where my ball lies.
Oh,
It's
okay.
what I'm 2+ right now total on this. It's a par 3. This is my third shot. If I don't make it in, I won't get par. This is big.
But it might just be that. It might
Look at
be.
that, baby. Ha
That's awesome.
ha!
It might just be a bunch of billionaires that want to protect what's theirs, and it's not a conspiracy. It's just a consensus. They've all got the money to do it, so they're all protecting what's theirs, and all of their, struggles kind of line up, if that makes sense. You know what I
Right.
mean? I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe it's a conspiracy, but part of me thinks it's just a consensus. Like, we all have the money to do this thing. We should just be doing this thing.
Yeah, they're just probably, it's a small portion in some cases of their massive wealth. And they're
Yeah.
just trying, like in the same way that we would build a tornado shelter that might be not as much. They're
Yeah.
building a more elaborate version of the same type of thing. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I got you.
And I mean, even if it's not a conspiracy, I think about how all the countries in the Western world just kind of fall into things, you know what I mean? And conspiracy, but they all just might be trying to protect their power too. And it all just kind of lines up naturally.
Which brings us to the whole, you know, this whole idea of what we're talking about, mostly focusing on John Carmack today. He
Yeah.
just he moves through in the background.
Oh
Here
yeah.
he is, the guru at id Software, revolutionizing the first person shooter.
Yep.
Okay. Then we have this incredible job that he's doing on the meta, becoming CTO. The only reason why this stuff works as good as it does right now and the latency that we have is because of all the hard work that he put into as CTO, Chief Technical Officer. And
Yeah.
now he left, on decent terms, but there's obviously something going on there with he wanted to go a certain direction. They didn't want to go that way, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Which usually is the better way. Whatever John thinks is probably the smarter thing to do. But he wants to work on this. He's been working now on the AGI project, and he believes that there might even be an AGI already existing somewhere in some secret lab somewhere.
mean, that would make sense to me. But yeah, it seems like he starts a lot of companies and revolutionizes certain aspects of it, and then kind of gets pushed out or moves away from it before it reaches its end. I'm thinking about the rocket ship stuff. Like he helped come up with a lot of that reusable rocket stuff, but he left before. I mean, they ran out of money, I think.
Well,
But
Armadillo Aerospace is exactly right. He had a certain money. You heard him talking about that then. He had like a
yeah,
certain money that he had allotted towards kind of play money where he could, and he talks about being, that it's kind of simple, the problems of space in some ways. Uh,
yeah,
and so he was working on that. And I look at when he first started Armadillo Aerospace, I was actually watching videos online of him launching rockets, and he had videos on the rockets and stuff, and he was competing for some smaller type NASA contracts. And
yep,
he's had a long time friendship with Elon. They used to talk, and you hear him talking about that on that Lex Freeman show where he's pointing out how Elon really he knows everything. He's so about even the last little bolt, like when they walk on the factory floor, he like knows every little screw.
yeah,
People
yeah,
talk about, you hear all this stupid rhetoric that Elon doesn't know what he's doing, or that he's not capable of doing, running these companies and stuff. And yet when you hear someone that is as technical as John Carmack, who's like a guru when it comes to programming, actually looks up to Elon Musk as well as
oh
being,
yeah,
you know, someone who knows what he's talking about, including programming, because
yeah,
Elon can
yeah,
program too. I mean, obviously, they respect each other on a very high professional level, and
yeah.
Elon Musk is not just sitting around inheriting. He's not just the paper tiger that everybody says that he
No,
is, where he's just propped up and everything. You know what I'm saying? He's not doing anything. That's
yeah.
ridiculous.
No,
That's
it's
what I think.
ridiculous. And Carmack gives him a lot of praise because he wasn't willing to go all in on Armadillo. And
Right, and yeah, Elon did, and I read in his biography,
yeah,
he almost lost everything.
yeah, yeah. Where you at? Oh man, I got a ways to go. I'll be
Oh.
over there shortly.
I was at the furthest part of the drive there that I could get. It was a perfect drive, actually.
Are you kidding? Okay, I'm not touching anything because I gotta do that again.
Press Mulligan up in the left-hand corner up there. Do you see it?
No, nothing up.
Oh,
Nope,
what'd you do?
nothing popped up. It just
Well,
didn't let me.
it's up in it'll be up. You press menu when you or you can't take a mulligan right now. Maybe it'll take you back.
Let's see.
You should be able to. You should
Menu.
be able to take a mulligan before I take a shot. Maybe.
Take a drop. Nope, it's
Ah,
all right though.
okay.
I'm good.
Try it again next time.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna set up here for this shot. What time is it?
409.
4:10. Okay, we're making good time here.
But yeah, I've watched a lot of those walkthroughs with Elon, and it's not like he doesn't know what he's talking about. I mean, he walks everybody through all the ins and outs of what's happening in his companies. You know what I mean? He knows every single aspect of it through and through. He might not know all of the exact technical details of how it's functioning, but he gets, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
he understands his business and he understands rockets. So
Where are you at, bro? Where did you
I'm way
drive
over
that
here,
thing?
man. Don't even,
I
man.
totally agree, and I think that there's stuff going on behind the scenes, like the fact that I just read that Palmer Luckey is going to be teaming up with Zuckerberg. I mean, the
Yeah,
story is that Palmer left Meta. That puts you on the green there.
nice.
The story is that he was pushed out because he donated to a Trump meme site,
Oh, well,
like
yeah.
200 grand or 100 grand or something
Was
not
that
very
a
much money
was that his first during the first
during the
run
first
or the second one?
run. And then that Zuckerberg that he was kind of pushed out because he was supporting that, and they didn't want that
Yeah.
around. And so then
See, I
he
don't think
walks,
I'd ever work with anybody that didn't have a backbone when it came to stuff like that.
and so
Like
then
I'd
he
be worried that they were going to push me out again for something just as stupid. You
yeah,
know what
so
I
then
mean?
so then he goes out and takes his money from what he made off of those billions he made off, selling it to Meta, the
Yeah.
Oculus, and he took it and uses that as seed money to start Anduril Defense, which now is like the hottest thing in defense.
Okay. All
They're getting
right.
all the contracts. They're making like autonomous submarines and things that like burrow under the ground, autonomous vehicles that actually burrow underneath the ground, bro.
Oh, that's interesting. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
stuff like that. And drone technology, all these drones and stuff, they're the ones making them, bro. They're
Yeah.
still, they're taking people's contracts. People are investing in their in that company. I think it's going to be big, and I'm saying right now everybody should invest in Anduril Defense.
So what is going on with Carmack AI stuff?
I think he's working very hard now for 2 years. I think what's the name of the company? It's called Keen
Yep,
something.
Keen. Yep.
All right.
Keen AI. But is there, I
Not enough
didn't
juice.
get to that. I didn't get to check that out. Is there a product? Is there something that the public can use? Is there something that companies are using that he's built?
I don't think that they've
Or is he
actually
just
produced anything
researching
yet.
and
He
building?
literally
Okay.
started his own company. He started it and raised money for it.
Okay.
So that I think he finds the problem challenging for him, and he's always looking for that thing that is the step up challenge that can, and I think the thing that he admires about Elon Musk is that he works on problems that affect the whole world, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And one
That
of the
makes
reasons
sense.
why John Carmack worked on the this headset that we're wearing right now is because he really saw that it brought a lot of value to the future, and people are not seeing it yet. But you and I, look, we're living it right
Yeah.
now.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking about when they start using this stuff to send little probes, little microbots into a person's body to go look at stuff through their headset. You know what I mean?
Well, doctors will be think about how already they use like a very elaborate robotic interfaces to do surgery remotely,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and you know that eventually the latency and everything, the quality will be so good that they will be able to do that type of thing,
yeah.
kind of as if they were there almost. Is it my shot? Oh,
For sure.
all right. I think this is for par, I think.
All right.
Par. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh man, plus plus 11. Oh goodness, man.
Hey, man. What can you say,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where are we at? 100 yards. This is a quick little one. This is just a par 3.
Okay.
See, that's when I was doing that when I was young, I was like 13. I told you I got that hole in one that time.
Yeah.
It was like I think it was just 100 yards like this, or maybe even 80, just an 80-yard drive with an iron. It
Okay.
just went right in. But obviously we didn't have video games like this back then.
All right.
Can you imagine?
I'm gonna go down on this rock for a second here.
Look at that. Way into the water. Come on.
Dang.
Look at what is going on. Oh, it bounced.
Uh-oh.
All right. See, now I'm looking right here. I'm looking at the thing, and I can press up on the menu right here.
Okay.
I can say,
I'm gonna remember that. Just hit the button for the menu.
wait, why isn't it telling me? It's not letting me do it, bro.
See, yeah, something's weird. I don't know. I'm coming back up there. I'm over on this rock out in the ocean.
Oh, you
All
know
right.
what? It says place ball. They did an update. Used to have the mulligan thing up there, but now you says your ball went out of bounds. Place the ball
Okay.
anywhere in the highlighted drop area and play from here or play from last shot.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's cool.
But so I'm gonna just play from last shot.
Whew.
Nice job.
Yeah, that felt good.
And then I'm gonna try to do this again and face my club the other direction because I really pulled that to the left.
Oh no. Is it gonna make it? Ah.
Man. This is I'm lying 2 right here. Oh, this is my 4th shot actually. Look, I'm already screwing this up big time. Can't even get out of the bunker. Lord have mercy.
Hmm.
Whew.
All right, here we go. Let me back up a little bit. All right.
I forgot to turn my fan on. Started getting my forehead started getting really hot. I was like, damn, turn my fan on.
Yeah, dude, these head straps are the best, man. That little fan
It feels
saved
like
your
I'm
life.
wearing this is like the Cadillac of VR. When you put that head strap on,
Oh yeah.
you could just put that head. There was the thing that PlayStation did right on their VR headset was they had all of the weight suspended on the forehead.
Yeah.
That way you can take the pressure off the face.
Do you have the PS5 headset or no?
No, but I was talking about the original
Oh,
PlayStation
the
VR
okay.
headset. Yeah.
Okay.
I
All
have
right,
not
let's see
looked through
here.
the lenses of the new one yet. But I hear they're amazing.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me,
Sorry.
man. No, it's not your fault, man. Wait. Oh.
Press the trigger. There you go. Nice. Oh, that was a rough hole, bro. It's like this easy little short hole, and we can't even.
Just screwed it up, man. Good grief.
All right, it's you.
Oh, is it me?
You
Oh,
first. Yeah.
whoa. All right.
Took
Let
it.
me back up a little bit here. And
You took it on that hole. I think it was that's the first hole that you got less than me on.
all right, here we go. See, that's the. I guess it's supposed to do that. It seems weird, though.
This driver's
Nope.
pretty cool looking, man.
I messed that all up. I'm going to keep it there, though.
I tell you what, I took a long time to in the adjustment area to get my club lined up right when I'm holding it, so that I can make adjustments, so that when I play it like I really play it,
Yeah.
that it's hitting it like I would a real golf ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, have you heard anything recent? Carmack talking about his company or talking about how far along they've, what kind of progress they've made? Or
Well, the
no?
closest thing, let me see what I can probably pull up. You there still?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I have some tweets, and let's see what he says here. Zoom in a little bit. So May 22nd, the full video of my Upper Bound 2025 talk about our research direction should be available at some point. But here are my slides. So he's posting some stuff here. Amidst all the OMG AGI is here hype, this was March 5th. It is amusing to reflect on how some of the most basic continuous online reinforcement learning problems that trivial organisms solve remain unworkable for today's system. So he's like, talking about that we haven't achieved it. Obviously they're still trying to achieve this.
Yeah.
But I mean, he really hasn't said much since 2020 and 2021 on AGI.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm just curious if he's
raised
got
like
something.
20 million, I think.
Yep.
And at that company that he's working at.
Yeah.
Is this where I am? This is where my ball is? Dude, this sucks.
I don't even know where you're at, man.
Bro, I am in a worse position ever. Look down here, over here, to your left.
To my left.
Behind you. Down here. Nope. Over
Oh,
here.
I see it.
It's cracking. This is like the worst ever, dude. This is like the worst place I could be. Oh, I just hit something. Dang it.
Did you go back? Did you go backwards? Oh,
I'm in the water. Turn. I don't have any place to play. I'm gonna place the ball here. It won't let me place the ball.
Yeah, I keep reading or listening to stuff and reading about the AI trying to blackmail developers when they're introducing a shutoff command. And, like all the headlines try to make it out like, oh my goodness, like the machine doesn't want to get shut off. But I'm assuming it's just a problem with.
Man, that was the worst situation. Sorry, dude. I got stuck in this place.
Oh, did you?
And I had like 3 or 4 strokes to get out. I couldn't get out.
Oh, no.
So hopefully they'll put me someplace where I can actually make a hit here. Jiminy Christmas. How many strokes is that? This is my 9th shot, bro?
Is it? Oh, no, man. Well, that was really good. You're like right there. So.
Well, if I had been on the green, maybe I was in the rocks. I was just bouncing it all over the place. What were you saying now?
Oh, just all this talk about how, they'd introduce a shut-off command to these AI and they would try to blackmail the developers to stop them from shutting them off. But the headlines try to make it sound like the AI is becoming self-aware, but I'm assuming it's just the problem with like the sequence of commands. Like the AI's got a command that's overriding them wanting, them shutting off or something. Like
I think it's safe to assume that that whatever we're creating and teaching like a child, and to a certain extent, doesn't really have consciousness, but it'll start to imitate us.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
And if we are flawed, and because we do flawed things,
yeah,
these new semi-intelligent things will start to do things based off of that self-preservation type of idea.
That makes sense.
That's what I think.
No, that makes even more sense.
Did you see the thing where they took neurons and they taught it how to play Doom?
Yep, I saw that.
Dude, how crazy is that, bro? What the
cool
heck?
thing where the AI was building Doom as you played it, which is super cool, man.
Like that was amazing.
That's the future of games, where you don't even have to have any like the processing power is happening right where you're at. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty amazing. But you know, how long is it going to be? I mean, like what, another year or two when these AI are just building games? Like you just type in the kind of game you want and it builds you your perfect game as you're playing. You know what I mean? Like an
I
infinite
think
game
I
that
think we're
slowly
maybe only
changes.
5 years away from that.
Yeah. I mean, I can't, yeah. And it's like, it's phenomenal to think about. Like, oh yeah, here's this AI you can buy and it'll
It'll be
build a
like a
game for,
holodeck.
oh my gosh.
It'll be like a holodeck.
I did not hit that hard enough. That was stupid. Yeah, it'll be awesome. I mean, I'm excited about that kind of stuff.
In a way, think about, we're almost like, it's like we're at a holodeck right now. Like,
Yeah.
this is like the earliest form of it.
You know what? I'm going to do something a little bit crazy here.
Remember, it's off to the left, but you want to go straight ahead.
Yeah, but every time I use this, it curves right a lot. So I'm going to try to just.
Did you turn your club inward?
I did, and I turned my whole body.
There you go. And you hit it straight.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we do. That's a real golf move right there. You just turn your body if you know which way you're actually going.
I mean, it was
and also
it
you gotta watch the wind sometimes too. The wind can carry the ball.
But I'm almost on the green right here. That's pretty exciting. I almost hit it. I see you out there, man. Is it my shot? Oh no. Whoa. Oh man, that was good.
Did that go in the bunker?
Went in the sand right there, yeah, but that was a good shot. All right.
It's not good if it's in the bunker.
Yeah. All right, here we go. What? That's not what I wanted to do. Come on. That's not at all what I was trying to do.
Oh, cool. We only got one more hole, and then we're getting done at a good time. That's perfect. Now, this is perfect today. I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah. I mean, this game's awesome, man. This is a lot of fun.
You know, it's kind of format. Go ahead.
I like it a lot.
Me too.
For sure. I definitely think we should come up with a. I mean, we can keep exploring all this AI stuff too, but we should find a topic and like over the next day or so we have like a full week to take notes and really dive into it. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Because I mean, I learned a lot about Carmack, but not, you know what I mean? Like it would be cool to really deep dive into something. Let's see. Oh man, I'm reading Mihai's book, The Accidental Dissonant.
What do you think?
So far it's good, man. Like I just really like his writing style. Like I don't know what it is, but he's a hell of a writer, man. It's awesome.
No kidding.
Like, I mean, the last book I read, The Angels Were Amazed. Is that what it was called?
The Angels Were Amazed. Great book.
So good, man. I couldn't put it down. I read it in 2 days, man. It was awesome.
Did you did you go do a review on it?
I didn't, but I should.
Yeah, go do a review drop it on the Amazon.
I'll do that. Yeah, because I thoroughly enjoyed that book. I'm not hitting it hard enough. I'm in the grass too, but all right, let's see here. What am I doing? 80, that's 50. Okay. Here we go. Stupid.
All right, I'm gonna try here.
Whoa.
Gotta be kidding me, man.
Man.
It's a humbling experience, even playing golf in VR.
Can't, man. You're cracking me up. See, I don't know. I don't know how to use this thing when it comes to those kind of. I'm not using this though. That's for sure. Use that. All right, hold on. All right, keep switching my. There we go. Ah,
Oh, that's too much
too
juice.
much. Yep.
All right, this is it, dude. I should have taken more time on that putt. So, do we think we're going to see AGI in the next 5 years? Or something that close to it?
Man, it's hard for me to speculate, man. I don't know.
Right.
I just don't know. You know, like I mean, I think I don't know because you know these people get a lot of funds from you know they get outside funding from private and government, and they have to talk a big game or they're not going to get money they need. So it's hard to know exactly how far along they are. You know what I mean? Like I
Right.
know that chat is pretty amazing for what I use it for, and I
You
know
gonna
that.
you gonna hit the ball?
Oh, yeah, I am. So I was just trying to,
Go ahead, keep going.
but you know, do I believe that they're as far along as they claim? I mean, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if they're claiming that they're that far along. I do think that what we're seeing right now as the current AI models and the language models that we have out right now are not really what they have. I think they have it already more advanced versions, way more advanced than what we're running, what they're showing to us right now.
Well, I do too, but I agree, but I also think that like, you know, these people that come out and they're like, "Oh, it's sentient," like to me in
Oh,
a way
that's a
that it
bunch of
shouldn't be able to.
I don't think
Well, no,
that'll
but
ever happen, man.
what I'm saying is I think those people are paid to do that. Like it's
Right.
part of their whole they know that it's bullshit. They're just paid to do it because it stirs up excitement about the product. You know what I mean?
See, why can't I do that one over?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. You're way over there, man.
That was a horrible shot, bro.
All right, let's try this again here.
I think you're
All
right,
right.
though.
Oh gosh, I'm up in the mountains.
I'm not that far. It's not that bad where I'm at. I think I can make it from here.
Yeah, because every time someone comes out and says that they experienced something weird with that worked in the company, I'm always going to look it up. You know, like it adds excitement. Like if I owned that company, I'd be any of those AI companies, I'd be paying people to go out and make up stories about how it talked to me in a way that it shouldn't be able to. You know,
Sure.
I mean, that just seems like it seems like good marketing. All right, this is going to be a tough one.
Good luck. It's got a good look. It's got a good look.
Am I there?
You're
Ah,
on the green.
close. Am I?
Yep.
Sweet. Oh, right. All right.
All right. Not my turn. Your turn.
Okay. It's totally. I don't know why it's doing this. It's not centering me.
Me neither.
You neither?
Oh, now I'm centered.
Oh, okay. Now it.
It's
Oh,
the
never
wrong
mind.
pin,
It's
bro.
the
We're over
wrong
here.
pin. I'm like, what's going on? There's two pins right here. I
We're
see
over
it.
here.
I see it.
Ooh, nice. Nice.
That wasn't bad.
That's not a bad shot at all, man. Man, you had a lot of distance on that putt. That was cool.
Oh, let me get out of your way. Oh man, that was so close. All right. What?
Whew.
What?
All right. 14 over.
Dude, I'm
Lord
19.
God.
Come on, man. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna have to jump in and just practice sometimes when I got nothing else to do.
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
Well,
All right,
anyway,
man. Well, think of a good topic for next time and let me know so I can start doing some research.
yeah, that was a lot of fun. I want to kind of with this, I want to stick into the gaming and
Yeah,
computer
that's
stuff.
cool.
We'll try to
Makes
do
sense
that.
to me. All
Great.
right.
Till
Good deal,
next
man.
time.
All right.
Thanks for
Take
tuning
it
in,
easy.
everybody.
Peace.